Hello, loves, and welcome back to A Light Heart Tarot. My name is Val, and if you've landed on this video, I trust that there's a reason. That someone you've loved, someone who's no longer here in the physical, is still trying to reach you in a gentle way. So for today, I am going to do a pick a card reading, and we have two piles, and just so you know, I haven't looked at either of the cards when I was pulling these. Please know that they will be general, not tied to specific names or dates, but I invite you to listen with your heart and receive what resonates, whether it is to listen to just your pile or actually to both of them, as I have found through my journey that there has always been messages from all the groups that have provided me with comfort and guidance through this difficult time. And so let's take a look at the charms that I pulled for each of the groups. So the first is pile 1, and we have this delicate key with this beautiful gold rose with this I always mispronounce it, but with this beautiful gold design here. Very delicate, very beautiful, but there's also something that feels antique and that feels dainty about this key. So take a moment to take in its energy, and if you are drawn to this, then you will go to pile 1. Pile 2 is this charm that says, God is within her, she will not fail, from Psalm 46, verse 5. Now, sometimes it also says, God is within her, she will not fall, too. And know that you don't have to be religious if you decide to choose this pile. This also, it's talking about sometimes we go through these trials and tribulations and know that we have the support that we need that will help us and will carry us through it, and through our strength and through love that surround us, we will not fail. So if you are drawn to this charm, then you will select pile number 2. So just take a moment and close your eyes or feel in the energy. And again, you're welcome to listen to both piles. And we're going to start with pile number 1. And let me just put this to the side. Okay. And I'm also going to put this beautiful key here. And again, as I said, I haven't looked at the cards, so we're going to take a look at them together. So we have the first card here, which is this, and again, know that I read on energy and not sex. So even though this may be an image of a feminine, this can also apply if you're a male who's watching this video. So there's this woman who is looking in the mirror. She has a tree, a mask, and there's also a key here with books. Transitions, you have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. And there's this beautiful, beautiful soul who is part of the universe, and it feels like she's connected to all of the wisdom and energy of the universe. And then angel friendship, and this beautiful card of just angels who are surrounding this person, with the number 8 as well on here. So the first thing that I can see, just taking a look at this energy and also with the key here, is that for some of you, this is the energy of a feminine presence that is coming in. I am seeing, again, I said I wasn't going to get into specifics. However, I do need to point out that for some, there has been a passing of a best friend, and also it feels like aunt and sister energy as well. Either way, in this, if you have chosen this group, you are surrounded by beautiful feminine energy, beautiful wisdom. And the image that I'm seeing right now is the images of, and this is like days of long ago when tribes of women would just walk the deserts, and they would support each other, take care of each other, and they would also look at the stars and let that guide them on their path as they were going in to look for water. that they would then bring back to their village. So there is a close knit connection, and there's also ancestry. There's also tradition that has been passed down through the ages. So there is definitely what I feel is tight knit and close community here. What I'm seeing here also is what your loved ones want you to know is the key is important, because we do have the key and the lock here. So you have everything that you need right now to support you, to help you, guide you. This feels for some of you that you feel the connection of your loved ones. You feel them in the image that I'm seeing, that I'm being shown right now, is you see them in the images when you see butterflies and dragonflies. Sometimes you hear songs and you're connected immediately to your loved one. You have felt the connection of your loved ones with you on this journey. And we see here the 6 and the 2, which is 8. And I also see another 8 here, which talks about infinity and how love never fails. And so you are someone who has been really, you've connected with the stories of your loved ones. You share them with others. You look at memories of photographs. You listen to songs. You do things that your loved ones enjoyed when they were here, and they're acknowledging that, and they're saying thank you for that. Because as you tell the stories, as you continue these practices and traditions, they're living through this with you. And so they're also enjoying this with you. And they just want to come in and acknowledge that. There's also been a spiritual journey in what I am seeing here through courses. Maybe you've taken tarot readings, or you've connected to spirituality, or even to yoga or meditation. There seems like there is, through this journey, and as you've been navigating through your grief and healing, you've been learning, expanding. You've been supporting yourself with new friendships, I also see, who have come in and really supported you in this deep and grounded way. There is what your loved ones are letting you know. There are transitions that are taking place, as again, your life has been shifting, in, for some of you, in dramatic ways, and some of you very quiet ways. For some of you, I'm also seeing there have been new moves, so new job, new moving to a new space, and it's, your life is continuing to transition as you then, from what I'm seeing, and the phrase that I hear, you're taking your mess, which has been the grief, the challenges, and just learning how to navigate through this, the grief journey. You've been taking that mess, turning it into a message to help others. So you've been supported, and transition and transformation is happening in this beautiful way that has kind of been unfolding for you. This maternal energy is coming in, and also just letting you know that, again, you do not walk that path alone. You have what I want to call like this posse of just beautiful, um, strong ancestors that have been just walking the path with you and making sure that you're supported. And it's also, what I'm seeing is, they're providing these little moments of magic. And what do I mean by that? I mean, for example, for those of you that I said may have moved into a new home, it's all of a sudden you meet the past owners, and the past owners have the same name as a loved one in spirit. Or all of a sudden, the closing date, and everything that comes with that is, for some of you who may have purchased a home, it's a long process. That process may have been really quick because doors have been opened. Or maybe for some of you, new love has come into your life, or new friendships have come into your life. And it seems to be in the most, what I call, for some, will say synchronistic way. Some will say in a coincidence, or some will say, even say, in a bizarre way. but that is just your loved ones in spirit who are just opening doors. And because they want to see you thrive, they want to see you shine, and they're just letting you know that they have your back and they're so proud of everything that you've accomplished, and they don't want you to take anything for granted. So continue with the studying, continue with exploring, continue with just trying to, the word that I'm hearing, it's stepping in their footsteps and also honoring them. Continue to tell the stories. Continue to take it step by step. They're also acknowledging that they know that this path hasn't been easy for you, but they are also acknowledging that you are just you're doing better than you think. And so they just want to say, um, I'm seeing someone in my head that's just saying good job. So we're going to pull a couple of messages, and this is from my deck, From Heaven with Love, and we'll just pull a couple of messages on what it is that they want to say. So the biggest gift you can give to me and to yourself is to give yourself grace. You are doing the best that you can. Give yourself permission to do what you need to navigate through this. So this is just exactly what I was just saying before. It was just like that, good job. You're doing the best that you can, so keep up the good work. I'm also seeing that one of, and I was just going to say, I'm also seeing that one of you, that someone is saying, I'm so proud of you, and look at the message, I'm so proud of you. So they're definitely, they're rooting for you in the accomplishments and in the things that you have. Like, you set your intention that you're going to do something and you just do it. And they're acknowledging how proud they are of you for this. And miracles are all around you, and I'll make sure that they will help bring the right people and opportunities to you. Trust in the process. I got your back. So again, these are all huge confirmations of what we were just talking about, that your loved ones have your back and they're here to help you in any way that you need, whether it's through new experiences, going for a new job, new love, new relationships, new friendships. They have your back and they have never left you. And they just want to continue just letting you know that love is always around you and love never fails. And so, what a beautiful reading. So I hope that this message brought you some comfort, and I'm honored to hold this space for you. Know that your loved ones are never far, and often it's in the quietest moments that they draw closest. So be gentle with yourself, and you're doing better than you think. And either I will leave you here, or you can follow me into group 2. Okay, so if you've chosen this charm, God is within her, she will not fail or fall, then welcome to reading 2. And I'm just placing this off here. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I have not seen any of these cards. So we're just going to look at them together. So the first card is the number 11 on top. That looks like a jester, minstrel, and there was another word, but right now I'm blanking on it. I'll remember. We have another card of assistance with access. It is necessary to ask and accept help in order to receive it. And then we have Angel of Romance. What a beautiful card. And so, just looking at the energies here, this feels like, for those of you who may be in this group, there is a loss of someone, whether it is a partner, a spouse, someone who has been with you. As the word that I'm hearing, your ride or die, Bonnie or Clyde. This has been just your love. And there have been many lifetimes that the two of you have connected in, but this one has been one that has been of a lot of beautiful ups and beautiful downs. And I'm also hearing that it has been just it's been a significant life, meaning the lessons that you've learned, the deep love that you've connected and you've received and you've experienced. It's just nothing that can be explained. Um, and it's deeply rooted. And there has been um, just this, just a lot of the best way that I can explain is that you as a person with your personality and just your character, you've been someone who has just like this beautiful soul here has been always had a smile on your face, always been always kept it together, always have just tried to see the bright side of everything. And this is the thing that your loved one has loved so much about you, that ability to see just the best in others, in yourself, and in them, in everything. But underneath all of that, there is there is this deep grief, this deep loss, this missing, this yearning, this desire to have your person back. And so while you have been really trying your best in going through life and just really, I don't want to say it's performative, but it has been, today I'm going to go into work. I'm going to, you know, I don't want other people to feel like I am being a burden, or feel bad for me or feel sorry for me. I want them, to see me just the way I've always been. So you go to work, you go to school, you're with your friends, with your family, and everything is, you're trying to see the positive side of life. The reality is that there is this deep loss. And if you could have, it's that feeling, what I'm hearing, can I have that one day back with my person? Can I just have that moment where we can talk and where I can say all the things that I want to say? And inside, there is the inside isn't reflective of what you were projecting on the outside. And there is also what I'm feeling in addition to the deep grief. There is depression and there's sadness. And your loved one is coming in and letting you know that it is okay for you to ask for help. It is okay for you to say that I am not okay. What I'm also feeling is for some of you, not all of you, there is, it has been, and I'm trying to find the right words to say it, it's part of your DNA. When things have been challenging, things have been stressful or struggle, it is, we keep moving forward. The image that spirit is showing me is an image of my grandfather. He never, the word I want to say is that he never talked, but he did speak. But he was someone who was very stoic, very strong, and just really when things were bad, he would always just have that one word that would just be like, oh, right. And it was, and it would be like, or it would be like, you can do it. Like he called me girl. And so like he would just be like, you can do it, girl, or don't worry, girl. Right. And it was just these really like very brief sentences, but in it I knew that he was saying that you'll be okay. Um just keep moving one step in front of the other. So he was someone in his growing up was never expressed really too much emotion. Um, and so that was just something that he did. It was just like bad things happen, and he just kept on moving. But at the same time, um, it was it's it helps because it keeps us like what functioning. However, it doesn't help because it doesn't allow us to really express the grief and express the emotions that we're going through. And therefore, sometimes, many times, it ends up causing what I call issues in the tissues when that grief and that sorrow and that sadness builds up. and which causes headaches, us not to sleep well, which causes depression or anxiety, or we're probably chronic, maybe you're chronically sick. So, all of that to say is that some of us have been taught to just move through it and have a smile on our face. Your loved ones are coming in and they're asking you for balance. So, yes, you can show up for others and be that same beautiful energy and that light, but also acknowledge the sadness and the deep loss. And it's okay to ask for help. It's okay if you then say, you know what, maybe I need therapy, or I need to see a grief counselor. I need to go to a support group, or I need to even take a vacation and not overwork or overdo it. Or I just need to be selfish, maybe, and take care of my own needs because I went through something very difficult, very hard, very life changing, and something that has changed my life forever as I have lost the love of my life or your person. Because for some of you who are in this group, it may not even be a spouse, it may be a child, or it may be a parent. Um, the angel of romance is just conveying that it is a deep love. Um, and so just know that it's okay for you to not have to be happy all the time or to show people that you're happy all the time. Um, and it's okay for you to take what you need, the time that you need, the support that you need to provide yourself with the self care to let the emotions come out. If you need to scream, if you need to cry, if you need to just say, you know what, this is horrible, and just give, put those words out in the air. So your loved ones are just coming in and they're just letting you know there's nothing to be, it doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean there's anything that needs to be fixed in you, but you do need an outlet to let that anger, that sadness, that grief out. And so they're asking you to please um, just know that it's okay. And also, the other image that I'm seeing is I remember I went to a grief therapist because, again, I am someone who was like this, and I just didn't accept help, and I always used to say I can do it myself. And I remember um, the therapist telling me sometimes people in our lives, they want to help, and we allow them the gift of helping when we just step back and let them help. And that for because our loved ones who are here, they don't know how to support us sometimes, and they struggle to find the best way to help us. And so for many people, they feel helpless. So when we allow them and give them that opportunity to just sit and listen, or to help us, maybe they plan that trip for us that we need to go to, or they cook dinner for us one night, we are also giving them a gift as well. In exchanges, they're giving us a gift. And that was just something that when I heard that and when I really experienced that, to be able to say, yes, I need help, it really is not only a gift for us, but it is a gift for your loved one to know that they're doing something to support us in the best way possible. So um, know that if you have picked this reading, it is okay for you to continue walking with grace, but at the same time acknowledge the pain. And so I'm going to pull a couple of message cards from Spirit, and this is from my deck from Heaven with Love. And we're going to pull just 3 messages to see what is it that your loved one wants to share. Okay. So the first card is one of life's biggest gifts, other from my love for you, are your friends. Do not be afraid to lean on them and ask for help. I will support them as well and will guide the right people into your life. I love you and I will always watch over you. I am I don't know why I always act surprised because I really shouldn't, but I love how always how the messages support just the larger overall message. So your loved one is definitely sending your friends what I also call earth angels. So these are people you may not know who come into your life and maybe help you with the groceries, or they let you walk in front of them in line at Starbucks or whatever coffee place you're at. Um, or they, give up their seat somewhere. Whatever it is that they do, they're there at that time because they know that you need it and need that support. I am in my life review now, understanding how some of the decisions in my life may have affected others. If I knew then what I know now, I would have done things differently. Please forgive me. So this message is specific to someone, just letting you know that they are in their life review right now. There are other videos, I believe, older videos that I've done where I've discussed what the life review is and what is entailed in that. Um, Usually, it's sometimes also when I'm hearing the reason why this message is coming up. If for some of you, if you've been trying to connect with your loved one and you feel like you haven't heard from them, it's because they're in this life review right now. So they're not ignoring you, but they're going through a process in which they're just trying to understand just decisions that they've made, how they've affected other people, how their life has been affected, and then how they can move forward to help guide you and to guide others as well. So that is a specific message. And don't worry, I did not pass alone. Someone special came to walk me home. So again, this is also for someone specific. Because they're just letting you know that if you were concerned that they passed away alone, they did not pass away alone. Family members were there. And we also see here with the Angel of Romance, someone was there by their side when they did cross over. I'm being told, because these two were specific messages, that I can pull two more. So I know I didn't do that for group one, but only because those two are specific. So, hey there, just dropping in to send a smile your way. Pay attention throughout the day, as I will let you know that I'm here. So definitely, what I call the finding the right radio signal. So our loved ones are always around us and they're always trying to let us know that they're by our side. But sometimes, like when we're trying to find the right radio station, I know we have Sirius and other streaming devices, and so we don't do radios anymore. But um, it's just making sure that you're finding the right signal. So many times we're looking for pennies and feathers, whereas the real sign comes from a kid that may have the same name as your loved one, or a scent, or a song that comes up, or even a car that looks exactly like the car that your loved one drove. So just know that your loved ones are always trying to send you messages. And the last one is, I love it. I will send you earth angels to help you when you need them most. So going back to the first card and really to this whole reading, it's okay to ask for help. Your loved ones are sending people your way to help you. Um, Let them help you. Let them, even if it's just to sit there and to just keep you company, or to drive you somewhere that you need to go. Your loved ones and your friends and these earth angels are being sent your way by your loved one to support you in the ways that you need it, so that you can rest and so that you can heal and that you can reset and refresh to so that you can just keep moving and navigating in this journey. It's a difficult journey and we need all the help that we can get. And I always say it takes a village. So I hope that this message helped, and it brought you comfort. And if you have any questions, please always let me know. And sending you love and light always.